Hello everyone, let's solve AP Precalculus 2024 questions, free response questions. So the first question here, let's read through the question. We have been given a graph for a question which says the graph shows the function f on its domain negative 3.5 to 3.5. There are 3 points for which the values have been given to us. Let's look at what are the 3 points. The points are negative 3, 1, which is this point. Then we have 0, 1, and we have another point which is 3, 1 on the graph of f. And there's another function given g, which is 2.916 into 0.7 to the power x. Let's read through the first part. Is this a function h is defined by the composition of g of f, which is g of f of x. Find the value of h of 3 as a decimal approximation or indicate that it is not defined. Let's look at the first part. Now to go through the first part, let's understand the question, or how do we find out g of f of 3 now, because the question says finding out h of 3, which means finding out g of f of 3. Now looking at the question, f of 3 is obtained as a value 1, which means from the graph I get the value of f of 3 as 1. This means I have to find out g of 1 now. For g of 1, we substitute in the function the value 2.916 into 0.7 to the power x. And x here will be substituted as 1 because we're solving for g of 1. Now when we substitute 1 here, the idea is to substitute 2.916 multiplied by 0.7. When you multiply it on your calculator, you can do it with your normal calculators as well. You will get your answer as 1.00188, which you can approximately write down as a value of 1 in decimal approximation. So that's how we solve for composition of functions. For the second part, it says, can you find out the values of x for which fx is 1 or indicate that there are no such values? Now looking at the graph of f, we can see that at y equal to 1, there are 3 such values which cross the graph. The values are 3, 0 and negative 3. So we can say fx is equal to 1 for values of x equal to 3, 0 and negative 3. So these are the 3 values of x for which we are getting the values of fx as 1. Let's read through the other parts of the question. It says, can you find out the values of x as decimal approximations for which gx is equal to 2 or indicate that there are no such values? So for the graph function which has been given as 2.916 into 0.7 to the power x, we have to find out that gx obtains the value as 2 at which all points or at what values of x in the question. So what we will do is we will take the value of gx as equal to 2, substituting the function here, which was 2.916 into 0.7 to the power x equal to 2. Now to solve for this question, we will need our calculators because we have to find out the value of x. But for the first part, we will do 0.7 to the power x is equal to 2 divided by 2.916. Let's do this on our scientific calculators. So as you can see, we will go to the run matrix and try to solve for this value. First, we will divide 2 divided by 2.916. We'll get our answer as 0.6858. Then to take the value of log, we will use the math function log AB, which means 0.7 as the base because we have 0.7 to the power x equal to 2 divided by 2.916. So we have to take 0.7 as the base and the answer that we got in our previous division as our argument in this case. When we solve for it, we're getting our answer as 1.057 as you can see. So 1.057 is our answer for the log 0.7 value. Therefore, we will use this in our answer now. So the answer we got from our graph by applying x is equal to log base 0.7, 2 divided by 2.916 as the argument, is x has a value of 1.057. So at 0.1.057, we are getting the value of gx as 2. So you will need to solve this effectively using your calculators. Otherwise, it becomes difficult to solve for it. Now let's look at, it says determine the end behavior of g as x increases without bond. Express your answer using the mathematical notation of a limit. So we will now need to use our graphing calculator to look at the function gx, which is 2.916 into 0.7 to the power x. Let's just go back to our graphing calculators. Now we will use the graph function here and substitute 2.916 into, we have 0.7. So we will substitute 0.7 and raise it to the power x. This is an exponential graph, as you can see. And if you look at the value of x when y, if you look at the value of y when x increases without bond, which is the left x-axis, what we can do is we can also set our x value and y value very carefully. So set in the x value, let's say from -5 to 20. And the y value, we can set it to be minimum, let's say -5 to 5. This is a feature on your calculators, which is view window, which will help you put in the right view window for your graph. Now, if you look at it, you should be able to see the graph more clearly because it's an exponential function. We can see that as x keeps increasing on the right hand side, which means if x tends to infinity, the value of y is becoming closer and closer to 0. The x-axis, which is y equal to 0, is an asymptote to the graph. So let's understand or write it down in mathematical notation now. So in mathematical notation, we can write it down as that as the value of x tends to infinity, y value tends to 0 because it's increasing without bound. And in limit notation, we can write it as limit x tends to infinity means the value of gx is tending to 0. So this is its value in limit notation that we can express. Going on ahead, it asks us the question if we think f has an inverse function, and we have to give our reason based on the definition of a function and the graph of y equal to fx. Now, for a function to check whether it has an inverse function or not, we use the horizontal line test. And the line that we drew at 1 very clearly indicates that this graph fx fails the horizontal line test. What is the horizontal line test? The horizontal line test says that for one value of y, there's only one corresponding value of x. But for 1, we can see here for fx equal to 1, there are 3 corresponding values of x, which are -3, 0, and 3. In such a case, we say it fails the horizontal line test and hence does not have an inverse function. So our first answer to determine whether f has an inverse function or not, we will say it does not have an inverse function. But to give its answer mathematically, you can mention that it fails the horizontal line test. Moreover, few more things that you can indicate about the graph according to the definition of a function are such. For example, you can say that for a function to have an inverse, it must be a 1-1 function where each value of y has a unique value of x, has a unique corresponding x, we can say. However, you can give the example that 1 in this case has 3 values of x, which are -3, 0, and 3. Therefore, we will say that it does not satisfy the definition of a function. Its inverse function in that case will have three output values for one input value, because the inverse function input will change to output and output will change to input. Hence, for inverse function, we can say when we will find out the inverse of this function, one input value, which is 1, will have three corresponding output values, which does not make it a function anymore. Hence, f will not have an inverse function. So you can use different reasons to justify with why you think the inverse function does not exist. Do not forget to mention the definition of a function. So this was a good question based on using logs and exponential functions as well as the definition of a function. I hope you understood it.